Hey guys, how's it going? So, I'm going to talk today a little bit about HR 5717. It's a new gun control bill. It's the worst bill that's ever been put up in the history of this country, quite frankly. Think every type of gun control bill that's ever been written, put them all into one, plus more, plus even more than that, and that's how bad this bill is. But I'm not going to talk about all of the specifics of the bill, just that it's terrible. You need to reach out to your representatives, your senators, politicians, and tell them, no, I won't accept it. I'll vote you out of office if you support this bill. That's the quick and easy part. But mainly what's actually going on right now with the times that we're living in, there's a national emergency. There's a crisis in this country. The whole country is in the midst of possibly a sea change, and not a good one. This is the first time in my whole life I can remember where the government's telling us that we have to just shut everything down, where people aren't allowed to go to work. I know here in Michigan right now, they're shutting us down. I'm out of work. I have no work right now. I know a lot of you guys don't either. They're locking people in their homes, quarantines, etc. Things like that are going on. And what do? They try to slip in the worst gun control bill we've ever seen. Now, before I go any further, I'm praying for all you guys. We need to stick together. A lot of people are worried about getting sick. They're worried about themselves, their loved ones, their mother, their grandmother, the elderly. Look, all of us right now, we're just worried about getting food to eat and just the basic things that it's like, is this really America? Do we even have to think about this? Well, we do. And yeah, there's plenty of food to eat. You know, I'm not saying to be too alarmed, but at the same time, stores are closing, lines are long, a lot of places are rationing certain common foods, for example. Went to Walmart recently to get 2 gallons of milk. I'm not a hoarder. I just wanted 2 gallons of milk. The cashier politely took one from my cart and said, you're only allowed 1 gallon of milk. And I said, I'm sorry, I didn't see the sign. Really, I didn't. You know, I want everyone to get their milk. But just to put it into perspective, what's going on right now? People are, again, without work, worried about their loved ones. And these are the things that most people are going to worry about. And right when this is going on, when there's possibly one of the worst health crises in maybe 100 years, that's what they say. And whether there is or isn't, it doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter. I don't want people to get sick, but in a way, this is the worst crisis because they're literally shutting everything down. They're telling people that in many cases, most cases, you can't go to work. Most businesses are closed. This is what people are thinking about. This is why I'm talking about this right now, because this has everything to do with HR 5717. Now, there's been some videos out there from some other channels, great channels, that went through all of this. And it takes like a half hour just to even scratch the surface of it. But I'll hold it up here. This is from Firearms Policy Foundation. You guys can go to their website. I'll leave a link in the description and read this. You can pause this right now and take a look. But this includes things like creating a registry, okay? Taxes beyond taxes. Banning almost every type of firearm. Making it so crazy for FFLs to comply. Most of them will go out of business. Gun-free zones. This is terrible, guys. It's literally the worst piece of gun control legislation ever. That notwithstanding that even any gun control is completely against our Constitution, completely against the founding of this country. But what they're doing right now is they're trying to pull a fast one. And yeah, they always pull fast ones. But we have to take care of all these things in our lives right now. Many of us are out of work. I know I am. I have no work. My governor literally just shut down the state of Michigan. All of my customers sent their employees home. I can't go to a residential customer's house right now because I could be charged with a misdemeanor crime just to go to work. Again, the first time I've ever heard of this happen, at least since I've been born, and I'm not exactly a young man. And I'm worried about all the things you guys are worried about. No, I'm not freaking out. I'm prepared. It's going to be okay, guys. It's going to be okay. We all need to stay optimistic, okay? I'm not trying to be doom and gloom. I'm just saying there's real realities going on right now. And You know, I think it's fine to admit, I don't care, you guys are my friends. I'm a little scared, you know what I'm saying? And that's the problem right now. Why should we be scared? Why should we be scared of our government? Because as I've often said, and I didn't create this saying, but when the people fear the government, there's tyranny. But when the government fears the people, there's liberty. We're not only afraid of getting sick, we're afraid of what the government's going to do. People say, well, is this just a stay-at-home order? Or is there something more going on? I don't know. And I don't think any patriot ever trusts the government. But if you just thought about trusting them for 1 minute right now, look what they're trying to put through. H.R. 5717, the gun control bills of all bills. This is the encyclopedia. This literally ends the Second Amendment. And I don't mean like kind of sort of, like literally the Second Amendment's gone if this goes through. And a lot of people are without jobs right now. Like I said, I'm sure I'll be fine, guys. Don't worry about me. But I'm worried about a lot of you guys. I'm worried about old people with compromised immune systems. And they're going to maybe make this big bailout package and send people checks, you know. They've said maybe a family of four, $3,000. $1,000 for an adult. Well, some people might be looking forward to those checks. And some people might need those checks. That's not for me to decide. But they're slipping a lot of other stuff into this legislation. It hasn't passed yet at the time of me filming this, but I've heard things like the Green New Deal, all these other things, Planned Parenthood funding, all this stuff is being slipped in. And people are just thinking, man, I've got to put food on the table. You know, I've got to pay my rent. I've got to pay my mortgage. I've got to pay my car payment, my health insurance. You got to pay your health insurance, right? You just lost your job. You're laid off for an undisclosed amount of time. A lot of people are getting sick. Health insurance. Medicine. Things like that. Keeping your lights turned on. I mean, we don't think about those kinds of things, but I think a lot of us are thinking about them right now. And what are they doing? They're trying to slip in gun control. And you know what? You guys know this, but I'm just trying to remind you guys and just trying to motivate you guys. You know, freedom's not free. Whoever said it was free is just fooling themselves. And for good people like me and you, guess what? It always ends up on our backs. You know, we always have to keep this country great, don't we? Like Ben Franklin said, you know, when the country was just formed, the infancy of this grand experiment on self-governance of the people, by the people, for the people, acknowledging these God-given rights the government didn't give us and they can't take away. Right at the infancy, he was asked by a woman, what have we, sir? A monarchy or a republic? And he said a republic, if you can keep it. And it was up to our forefathers, all the way up to our grandparents, us. It's on us right now, if we can keep it. We have to keep our country, guys. They're literally passing laws right now, edicts, executive orders from our governors, our mayors, legislation on the federal level to literally tear our country down. Let me repeat, this is the first time in my life where they said it's going to be against the law to go to work. But don't worry, the government's here to help. And we're going to feed your family, and we're going to send you some money, and we're going to do this and that. And some people might really need that money. I totally get it. So in the midst of them literally just tearing down so many things that we've just taken for granted our whole lives, living in America, right? They're slipping gun control in. And I know a lot of people are thinking to themselves, well, this is so extreme, it just couldn't possibly pass. Well, the only thing more extreme right now than this gun control bill is the stuff that the federal government, the states, the counties, the mayors, the cities are doing to literally shut this country down, to isolate us, where we can no longer go over to our buddies and hang out and talk about gun rights and gun control. Heck, YouTube doesn't like us talking about this. I hope they keep this video up so I can reach a lot of my friends, because I sure as heck can't drive anywhere to see anybody right now. That would be illegal. So, yeah, the worst gun control bill ever that could never pass. If you would have asked me a month ago, could they ever have it where it's illegal to leave your home to go to work? I would have said no. Not in this country. Not unless someone declared martial law. We would have to pretty much be to the point of having dictators before they'd tell me I couldn't leave my house and go to my friends, to go see my family members, etc. I would have said it couldn't happen. Well, it's happening right now. Now, I'm not a doctor. This might be for the good. Flatten the curve. Keep hospital beds open. All these things. I want people's lives to be saved. I'm worried about family members myself, okay? But there's things going on in this country that a lot of us said would have and could have never happened, and they're actually happening right now. So, other channels, like I said, have done a great job explaining this encyclopedia. I'm not going to go into that. You guys probably have already seen their videos. They're a lot more popular than me. But I just want to motivate you guys and let you guys, you know, just look at it from my little perspective, you know. Just hanging out with you guys right now, really. I know the feeling of this video is a little bit doom and gloom. And I think that's necessary to expose the doom and gloom. But don't think for 1 minute that this can't pass. This can pass. A lot of stuff can pass. I'm seeing stuff going on in this country right now that happened in other countries where a lot of bad things happened. Where free people were put on trains and sent to places. Where people were put in work camps and didn't come home. Where tens of millions of souls were lost. Good people, regular people just like us that were going to work one day and all of a sudden the government said, nah. Well, you know what they did when they did these things? They took away the guns. Well, the gun shops are shut down right now in the state of Michigan. You can't even buy a gun right now when you need it the very most. If you even have money to buy a gun, because they told you you can't go to work. This could pass. Will it pass? I don't know. You guys tell me if it's going to pass or not. Let me know down in the comments. Because you have to stop it. I have to stop it. I'm working on it, guys. I'm going to do the best I can. Now, furthermore, calling these people, yeah, they're accountable to our vote, that's great, but we need to still stick together. How are we supposed to do it in times like this? I don't know. I'm hanging out with you guys right now, but I can't go to my friend's house and talk about plans to keep this country great. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. Not optional, it'd be nice, maybe it'd be cool. Hey, for fun? No, it didn't say that. It said a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. We can't even buy guns right now. Can we organize as a militia right now? Heck no, we're not even allowed to leave our homes in many states. And if your state's not on the list, well, yeah, God bless you, that's awesome, but it could be tomorrow. You know, my governor said she wasn't going to do anything like this just 2 days ago. And guess what? In 43 minutes, is the local militia going to be able to meet up right now? Actually, no. Now, can you physically do it? Sure, but with a fine, and a lot of people don't even have money right now. You guys know what I'm saying. So we need to stick together right now. We really, really do. And a lot of people have a lot of stuff to worry about, but it goes back to what I said earlier. I'll leave you with this, guys. Freedom's never been free. The Founding Fathers told us that the second this grand experiment, this republic was formed, that we'd have to fight every single day to keep it. And it's hard to fight right now. It really, really is. We have to take care of our families, food, our health, stay healthy, keep our lights on, when it's now been mandated by law that we can't even go to work. And we also have to fight HR 5717. And we need to fight all this other BS that's going on. And it's not easy at all. None of you guys can do it alone. I sure as heck can't do it alone. But I've got you guys' back. And let me know who has my back. Each other's back. All the other viewers' back. Get in the comments. Let each other know that you have each other's back. That we're going to stop this. That we're still going to get together. Isolation. Fear. These are the things that have been used so many times before. Open up a history book. Even if they're not teaching you in the public schools. Open it up. Read it. This stuff has happened before. A feeling of hopelessness. Disparity. Financially. Health. Can't hang out with people. Can't talk to like-minded people. Isolation. 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 They got us on lockdown. Now, I'm thankful that I have, over 10,000 friends on here I can hang out with. And please, use my channel as a place to hang out, guys. We got to stick together. We got to stop this. Now, I know a lot of people have the best intentions and they're just trying to keep people from getting sick. And I don't want anyone to get sick either. But at the same time, enough is enough. This was introduced by this representative, Hank Johnson. He's a beauty. The one that said the island could tip over. That guy? Yeah, that's him. He slipped this in during these times that are upon us right now. One of the worst times I can remember in my whole lifetime. He slipped it in during those times. Not us. He did. All we want is just to take care of our families, enjoy our God-given rights, go to work every day, pray to God, thank God for every breath we take. That's all we want. We just want our God-given rights. And you know what? They're going to try to use fear, panic, isolation to slip something in. Don't let them do it, guys. Let me know what you guys are doing. We got to stop this. It sucks. We got so much other stuff on our plate right now, but we're just going to have to do two things at once. Alright, I got some more gun videos coming out later this week. Definitely looking forward to hanging out with you guys again in my live stream every Friday, 9:30. And one more quick thing before I go. YouTube, they love to demonetize. They've got their people working from home. Even if you review it, it takes a week. I'm out of work right now. If you guys can help out at all, I appreciate it. I have my Amazon link down there in the description. It costs you nothing. I know everyone's buying record amounts of things at home right now from Amazon. If you just click on my link, you don't have to buy anything from my store. Just go search through, log into your account, anything you buy once you click through my link. A small percentage goes to the channel, helps me do these videos, and I really, really appreciate it, guys. It doesn't make your costs go up. There's been a few questions about this. Literally, just click on my affiliate link. I earn a commission. It helps the channel. I'm not making profit from this, and quite frankly, I have no job right now. But I love hanging out with you guys, and I'm still always going to keep doing this channel for fun. So I will talk to you guys very soon. Alright, thanks for watching, and have a good one. And I hope all your families are okay. I'm praying for all of you, and just take care of each other right now. There's people that need you. Be there for your family, and God bless all of you.